Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again. Today, as promised, I'm gonna climb this tower. This is the Honor Tower, a staple right here in Unity Park, one of my favorite parks. This is like our central park. So, and then also I'm going to, along with climbing the tower, I'm going to be giving you guys some steps, step by step, get it, on the home buying process, because I am a realtor and that's why you're here. So let's get into it. All right guys, we're here, almost there. Our destination to the top of everything we do. But a couple things I wanted to point out for sure is like, you'll notice that it's meant to replicate a smokestack based on Greenville's history or heritage with the textile industry. In another video, I mentioned the standing mills that we have. There were 16 at one point. There's 14 of those 16 still standing, but we definitely dive in and indulge into the culture and how this city got here. The other fun facts, 10 stories high, which should give us a good workout, which y'all know I'm down for a workout. If you don't know, you'll know in a minute. But 120 foot of steel, concrete, and plywood. So I think they did a great job.
You guys can each get a lanyard. We do 30-minute time limits.
30 minutes, should be plenty. Yes, sir.
The only big thing is no bags.
Oh yeah,
so if you want to leave it on the outside on this side here, I'm not liable for it, but I promise
Okay,
to watch.
cool. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, right?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here.
Yeah,
so.
all right, cool.
You, man. I appreciate
Yes, sir, cool. Got our badge. 176 stairs is this thing. And this is a great way to get acquainted with the city. So another thing I want to do, the step-by-step of home buying. So the first thing we're gonna do is get your money right. That comes with, talking to a lender, getting your down payment ready, depending on the type of home you wanna buy or what your plans are. So step number 2 is selecting your team. That's gonna be comprised of a realtor, hello, and then it's gonna be your lender and the attorney. In South Carolina, all the closings are done at an attorney's office, and I will help you select those. I have a list of those people. I have lenders, and your team is already comprised. So one step you don't have to actually step yourself, all right? Step number 3, which is my favorite part. That's what the fun part is. That's the home search itself. That's pretty much selecting the home, doing all the tours. The thing that's gonna pretty much determine your home, and I like to go by acronym. It's my favorite acronym, and I feel like when people can check these boxes of this acronym, it pretty much, the home finds them. So that's Ford, that's family, that's occupation, recreation, and your dreams. So once you can kind of lay those out, map those out, the home is gonna find you. Step number 4, writing the offer. Some of the technical parts to this that I wanna kind of point out, in South Carolina, we use a 310 form. We only use that form. There's also a couple of things that go into some of our contracts that aren't necessarily in place in other steps, like the earnest money, the due diligence. Those 2 pieces I know are kind of centered to certain states. So writing the offer, that includes the price that we're going for, the closing costs that we're gonna go at, the due diligence time, and I will spend a little more time on the due diligence here. And then, some of the other special terms and things that you would want to include in your offer. So let's keep it rolling. Step number 5, which is due diligence. It is a very important piece. That's where your inspections and all of that kind of come into play. Once we go into contract, due diligence starts. That's when you're gonna do all your inspections. That will be the time for you to walk away as well. But you're gonna have to pay a due diligence fee. And that's the only way to keep your earnest money is during that time. We'll talk more about it. All right, now we're getting closer to the closing table and closer to the top. So the closing table, of course, in South Carolina is gonna be handled at the attorney's office. We already have a date in mind already because it's on the contract, but the time we should have it by then, and then I'll see you at the table at that point. So we made it to the table. It's celebration time. Of course, everything, all the heavy lifting has already been lifted and thrown around at this point. So now we just get ready to celebrate, and we get ready to hand you these keys to your brand new home. So you closed on your home, now what? So that's when we pretty much have everything packaged for you and ready to kind of get you off. There's going to be things that consist of the utilities, the taxes, schools, all these different things. And of course, some of these things we'll already have mapped and actually gone over, but it's going to be taking care of it for you. So to the point where we can just keep moving. All right, Prisma Health observation deck. So we made it, guys. We made it to the top. You are at the end of your journey. And now you can take it all in and just enjoy this beautiful city that we live in and that you live in, because it's now, you are a Greenvillian at that point. So right here in Unity Park, Commons over here, you got Pickle Park. This is, again, our central park. This is my favorite park. The Swamp Rabbit runs through this park, which check out the video I did on the Swamp Rabbit, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. And thank you for joining us, and I'll see you soon.